Well, I'm continuing the farm tour now. Same day, May 28, 2023. I just came back from the hayfield that I rent. And then this is my brother's clover field again that was cut. And I'm just driving down Baku Township Line Road. And this is the Ashley side. This is Ashley Township. On the other side where I'll film that later. The other side on my right, this is on the east side of the road, and I'll be coming back on showing you the west side where the thing is, and then the houses are. Well, here's coming up. This is where the old barn used to be, right here in that concrete, and this is where my brother keeps his cattle. He's got plenty of cattle now. Let's see. Yep, continuing on. Robert, my brother's cattle. And this is that was the old barn where the concrete was, and this is the newer barn. Yeah, that's the newer barn. Oop, I just took my phone out. Anyway, don't need to see the whole thing. Anyway, this is where my brother keeps his cattle. That's all his manure from the barn, I guess. He cleaned it out. Or he feeds hay right here too. He feeds hay in this. Okay, that's my brother's house in the background. I'm not going to go in. I'm going to turn around. That's his house. That's where he, like I said, and that's the road I just came down. I'm going to turn around here, go back, run off in the ditch. I'm not a very good driver. Okay, this is the boundary of the farm. Where these posts are going down that line. That's the boundary. And this corner here now belongs to my niece. They bought it, I guess, from the farm a couple of years ago, I guess. And they built a house. I used to cut the trees in through here. I remember when I was young. We used to have cattle in here too. We used to run them across the road right here. From here to the other side, we had a gate here. And we used to run them across, back and forth. But nobody raises cattle in there anymore. Anyway, that's my niece's house, my younger sister's daughter, oldest daughter. Oop, running off the road. Okay, now that's the pond there, in front of those pine trees. That was drained too, because they're going to clean it out. And there's the pasture that nobody uses anymore. I guess my brother just mows it now. I don't know why they don't put some cattle in there. It's waste. Anyway, but that's their business. Okay, and that's the old garden where my dad, he always had a big garden, but now it looks like it's just part of the lawn now. Here's my parents' house. And then that garage is where I used to live. Even when I was young, even when I was a little kid, that was my bedroom. I don't know, I think it's just storage now. Yeah, that's my sister's house in the background, way back there. And this is the pig barn over here. These are some pecan trees here. And that's most of the farm. I'm gonna go drive down and show you the other end of the farm, on the north end. Okay. Coming up is Kentucky Road. I'm on Baku Township Road, and that's Kentucky Road going down this way. That goes down to my place and also goes to the what do you call it? My hayfield. Today's May 28, 2023, and this is I think this is my brother's clover hay that was cut. He's got his hay on the farm too, and I'm not sure when it was cut or even who cut it, but it might have been cut by the same guy that cut mine yesterday, because it looks like it's pretty fresh. Clover takes a little longer to dry though than grass and alfalfa, because it's got heavier stem and heavier leaf. But anyway, this is what he's got. This is the road that goes out to our woods on the farm. But I don't usually come out here anymore. This here is the clover. This is cornfield rented. This is the ground rented by my neighbor. Anyway, this is oh, it's so bumpy here. I'm just going to turn around, go back the other way. This is the entrance that we always came out to cut firewood, and we made a big hole here in the woods to make it look better, easier access into the woods. When my dad was a young man, they said he had this all cleared here and all the way on both sides of that road in the woods. He had it all clear, but I guess that when he went to war, I guess he had to. They let it grow up after that, and he didn't worry about it no more. Anyway, this is part of the pasture that my brother uses. I used to have cattle here when I was farming with Dad, but they took that away from me. They rented it all out after that. Oh, it's okay. It's all good. I got what I need. And here's the rest of my brother's clover. The pasture in the background, that's where he keeps cattle too. This is what he's got. This is his hay. Anyway, I rent some ground. I rent my 20 acres that I use from the farm, and then I guess Robert does something similar to what he uses here. And then the neighbor rents the rest. I only rent enough to feed my cattle. There's the pond dam that they busted way back there. I can't zoom with this camera, so but way in the distance there, past that tree on the right, and between those bales, way in the distance, you can see the dam that got busted, or that got dug up. But my brother wants to drain it. He drained it because he wants to clean it out and dig it deeper this year, sometime. But anyway, that's what's going on with the farm. There's the barn back there, the green shed, and my niece is over there in the distance on the right, and then my mom and dad's house is there behind that red tank, and then the green shed. I guess that's my brother's truck. And then my brother built a house here on the corner. That green shed behind this house is the old pig shed. And my brother's house is right here. And then if I keep going down this road, it'd be my ground that I use for hay. Might as well drive all the way down since I'm going. Yeah, there's the pig shed. They don't use it for pigs anymore, not since I stopped raising them. But that's part of the pasture there. I don't think anybody uses it for pasture anymore. It used to be rented. I don't know why my brother don't use it, but anyway, that's their problem. Anyway, this ground here is bean and soybeans. That's my neighbor renting this ground to raise soybeans and whatever else he wants. And I'm going to be driving past my little sister's house. They live here, and close to where I raised my hay. I don't know what anybody's doing this weekend. Memorial Day weekend, I don't see nobody having any gatherings except my neighbors. Okay, one more drive-by here, and then this is the cornfield of my neighbor. Well, actually, it's on the farm. It's on the Frese Farm, but it's rented. And this is where the hayfield that I rent starts. Okay, that's all. I'm going to turn around and go back. Anyway, this one day drying, and I'm not sure, but I expect that my brother's hay was cut the same, clover hay was cut the same time this was. But anyway, gotta go. Bye. This ain't part of the farm. This is the road. Well, it's still Puckoo Township Road going down that way. That goes out to the Highway 15. It's a different way to go out. Anyway, I used to take this when I was a kid. That was all dirt road, but that's all neighbors' property. Anyway, I just thought I'd show it to you. The road I'm going to be driving on is Sugar Creek Road. It goes out to Highway 51. Okay, before I lose my phone. Okay, now on to the rest of the farm. Continuing on May 28, 2023. This is the east side of the Frese Farm, and I'm on Sugar Creek Road, and then this is the rented ground. It's rented to a neighbor. But that forest back there, that forest, the cows keep the trees leaves clean. Oh, somebody's coming. Better pull over. Anyway, those trees are what my dad let grow up after it was cleared once. He let it grow up, and now it's big. But Robert's cows keep it cleaned on the bottom. I just let this car go by. Anyway, this is the north side of the Frese Farm. This is my brother's clover hay again, from the other end, from the other side. I guess my neighbor's renting this for wheat. I guess whatever I rent 20 acres on the west side of the farm, and then my brother Robert, he somehow gets the clover. He plants clover in like this wheat here. My brother will plant clover in it, unless he already did. And then stop sign. Now I'm back on Puckoo Township Line Road. Anyway, my brother, this ground here, this yard here, it belongs to my my aunt and uncle, my mom's sister. This is my mom's sister's house. They bought it a long time ago when I was in the Navy, I think. But anyway, back to the wheat. Whenever my neighbor plants wheat on the ground that he rents, my brother sows clover in it. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. He plants clover in it, and then when the clover is ready to harvest, he splits the clover with the neighbor who planted the wheat. He splits the clover hay with so Robert gets half and the other guy gets half. I guess that's how he's doing it. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how that all works, but that's my guess. But I could be wrong. But anyway, this is coming up to Kentucky Road again, and this is where I'm going to stop, because you already saw the rest of the farm. And that's the farm. Okay, that's the road going down to my brother's. Okay, that's it. Bye.